huh? Doing the martial arts, doing the Kung Fu, it's real different, right? Kind of. Some of us have maybe done some sort of martial arts before. We like coming to a lot of different schools and just kind of showing you what we do and letting you know that there's a lot of different stuff out there in the world that you guys can do and choose to love and enjoy. Just like your teachers, they became teachers because they wanted to help people and they love teaching. Who has something that they love to do? Whether it be drawing, singing, playing an instrument, dancing, basketball, football. Okay. So remember how I told you in the very beginning, we're going to get serious for a second. You guys remember that? I'm a huge believer in that children, teenagers, are the future. So we need to, as adults, invest time in you guys and make sure that you guys set the pace and really help the world become a better place. Does that make sense? So everyone said they had at least something that they like to do, right? Has anyone told you that you can't do that? All right. What I want to tell you guys is that they're completely wrong. They're 100% wrong. A lot of times, us as human beings, and usually right about your guys' age, is when you guys start telling yourself that. I can't do that because of this reason. I can't do this because of that. I can't do this because of they say this or they say that, or I can't do this because of any reason. You can always come up with any reason in the world. Does that make sense? But I'm here to tell you that you can follow your dreams and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, myself, I'm the first person to tell you that I followed my dreams. I became exactly what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a martial arts instructor. I wanted to have my own school. I did that. Now, I'm not saying that martial arts teaching is the best thing in the world, but it is for me. It's what made me happy. Does that make sense? I'm actually very young to do what I do. Most teachers are in their 30s, close to their 40s for martial arts. I'm only 25 years old. I opened my school when I was 20 years old. I have 20 years experience doing martial arts as it is today. So anyone know how old I was when I started? I was 5 years old when I started martial arts. I hated it. I did not like it at all. I cried every single day to class. I didn't want to do it. I didn't like my teacher. But when I found out I was going to do it and I embraced it and I started being positive about it, I started to love it. I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing in the world. Why would anyone want to do anything else? For me, at least. Someone raise your hand. Tell me what it is that you want to do. You, sir. You want to write. That's fantastic. When I was a little bit younger, I wanted to be a writer. I was just no good at it. So I chose what I was good at. You can do that. Like I said, you always have different reasons to do to say you can't do something. Does that make sense? Those are lies that you tell yourself. Let me tell you a little story about my childhood and the way I grew up. My mom had a very abusive childhood. She went through a lot of abuse. She didn't know how to do basic math and read while she was in high school. My dad, my father, used to do drugs and was homeless. Right? This is serious stuff. My oldest brother, I have two older brothers. He was forced to drop out of high school and help the family so we can pay rent. He had to get jobs at 16, working 40 hours a week, full-time jobs. He didn't get to get a high school diploma. My other brother didn't spend time investing in his mind. He thought, oh, martial arts, I'm so big, I'm so strong, no one's ever going to take me down, I want to be a fighter. Let me tell you a little story. If you believe in yourself and follow your dreams, you can make it happen. My mom, I told you about her first, right? She's 50 years old, going to college. She's going to graduate with her degree later this year. My father, up on his feet, clean, not doing drugs, nothing like that. My oldest brother had to drop out of high school, right? He is now the top manager for what he does in the state, making really good money. My brother, my other brother, the one who didn't develop his mind, he had to learn the hard way. He did security for many, many years because he's this big, scary guy. No, everyone's going to be afraid of him. No one's going to mess with him. About 4 years ago, before Christmas, he got shot 4 times. He was in the hospital. He recovered, though. He came back. You know what he said? I need to do something different with my life. I need to develop myself. He went to school. He actually just graduated, has a really good career now. So, coming from all that, seeing that grow up for myself, I was destined to fail. Does that make sense? Everyone would tell me that I would be destined to fail because no one in my family accomplished anything before my adulthood. But I followed my dreams. I stayed true to myself. And now I do exactly what I love to do. Does that make sense? On the other hand, that goes alongside that with following your dreams is look around. Look around to each other. Look to your left, look to your right, look behind you, look in front of you. These are your friends, right? Some of them you may not know very well, but you're going to grow up with these people. You guys are probably going to go to the same high schools. End up knowing each other for a very long time. My best friend, I met in the 3rd grade. We're still great friends. We hang out all the time, talk every single day. So what I'm trying to tell you is don't let anyone else bring you down, but while you're at it, lift each other up. Does that make sense? So, this is what I want you guys to do. My front line, turn, sitting, face the back line.
You're out of camera now.
All I want you to do is everyone, can you see someone across from you? As loud as you can. I want you to tell the person across from you, you can do it. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys didn't mean that. You guys got to mean it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, like I said, you have to what? Follow your dreams, right? Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something. Because that's not true. But you need to support each other. There's a lot of different things going on in this world right now. The world that you guys are growing up in that a lot of us adults don't agree with or are putting us against each other. You guys have to stay positive. Everyone knows what positive means, right? Right. You have to stay positive. Because the moment I get negative, that's going to break you down. And you can only be broke down so far. There's a lot of different kids that are dealing with a lot of different things your age that they shouldn't have to deal with. Things that some of us didn't have to deal with when we were growing up. You guys need to be there for each other. As silly as that might sound. Oh, that's silly, and I don't want to give this guy a hug, anything like that. But you have to be there for each other and show love to one another. Does that make sense? Because you guys are our future and you guys are the ones that are going to create a change in the world. You guys get what I'm saying? All right. So now I'm done being all serious. You guys want to do that move one more time? All right, on your feet. Ready?